Time now for sports news on the news at 10 with Kayode Alayode.
Thank you, Gimba, and welcome to Sports News. Nigeria's Enyimba will play in Group C of the CAF Confederation Cup. The two-time African champions have been drawn to face Djoliba of Mali, Williamsville of Cote d'Ivoire, and CARA Brazzaville of Congo. Group A has Raja Casablanca, ASEC Mimosas, Aduana Stars, and AS Vita. Group B returns Al Masri, UD Songo, RS Bekani, and Al Hilal, while Rayon Sports, Gor Mahia, Young Africans, and USM Algiers are in Group D. Meanwhile, Barcelona have lifted the Copa del Rey for the fourth successive season after thrashing Sevilla 5-0 in the final. The Catalans have endured a difficult spell since crashing out of the Champions League to Roma, with Ernesto Valverde facing intense criticism. But this was a demonstration of Barca at their very best. Sevilla simply had no answer for what they faced. Goals from Andres Iniesta, Felipe Coutinho, Lionel Messi, and a brace from Luis Suarez gave Barcelona their first title of the season. Meanwhile, Manchester United reached a record-equalling 20th FA Cup final with a 2-1 victory over Tottenham at Wembley. Dele Alli had put Mauricio Pochettino's side ahead in the 11th minute, sliding in to convert Christian Eriksen's low cross. But Alexis Sanchez athletically headed in a delivery from Paul Pogba in the 24th minute to level the scoreline. And Herrera drove a low shot on the goalkeeper, Mikel Vorm, for the winning goal midway through to the second half to condemn Spurs to an 8th consecutive FA Cup semi-final defeat. In other sport, Japan's Kei Nishikori beat Germany's Alexander Zverev in 3 sets in the semi-final of the Monte Carlo Masters to book a place in the final against world number 1 Rafael Nadal. Despite losing the first set 6-3, Nishikori dug deep to win the second and third sets 6-3 and 6-4. He's gradually getting back to his feet at his best after recovering from a wrist that kept him out of play for most of 2017. Well, Rafael Nadal has produced another clay court masterclass to beat Bulgarian 4th seed Grigor Dimitrov and reach his 12th Monte Carlo Masters final. The world number 1 has won 34 straight sets on his favorite surface. That's the clay after 6-4, 6-1 semi-final victory. Victory in the final for the Spaniard will be a record-extending 11th triumph at the event and keep him at world number 1. He needs to win the tournament, which is one of the highest-ranked ATP titles after the Grand Slams, to prevent Roger Federer from overtaking him.
Jeu, ça le match à Nadal. 2 matchs à 0, 6-4, 6-1, 6-4, 6-1.
And former world number 1 Novak Djokovic will continue his comeback from injury at the Barcelona Open in the new week. The Serbian was beaten in 3 sets by Austrian Dominic Thiem in the Monte Carlo Masters 3rd round on Thursday, but said he was pain-free for the first time in 2 years. Djokovic chose Barcelona instead of the event in Budapest. It will be only his first tournament since Wimbledon last July after lengthy spells out with a right elbow injury. The 30-year-old is working with former longtime coach Marian Vajja for the first time in a year. And that's it on Sports News. Gimba Umar is back in just a moment. Stay with us.
The police in Madagascar have fired tear gas at opposition demonstrators who are protesting against new electoral laws. They say that the laws are designed to lock out their candidate, Mark Ravalomanana, a former leader of the island nation, from a presidential election due later this year. Hundreds of protesters gathered in the center of the capital this morning to protest against the laws which were enacted by Parliament earlier this month before police dispersed the protesters by firing dozens of tear gas canisters at the crowd. One opposition lawmaker accused the government of attacking opposition MPs while carrying out their work and demanded the president's resignation. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un says that he has suspended all missile tests and will shut down nuclear test sites in the country. Mr. Kim also says further tests are unnecessary because Pyongyang's nuclear capabilities have been verified. The surprise announcement comes as North Korea prepares for historic talks with South Korea and the US. And the main news again. President Muhammadu Buhari today returned to Nigeria after participating in the Commonwealth Heads of Governments meeting, CHOGM, in London. Also today, United Kingdom gave Nigeria's fight against insurgency a boost with counter-IED explosive kits worth £1 million. And today, the world welcomed with cautious optimism North Korea's announcement of a halt to its nuclear and missile tests ahead of historic talks with the United States. On the news at 10 tonight, I want to thank you so much indeed for being a part of it. On behalf of everyone here, have a splendid night. Good night.